Supplies!
Yes! This must be the entrance to the temple. How long do you think it'll take to repair the engine?
Oh, it's more complicated than it seemed. You shouldn't wait for me.
Ooh, how exciting! A sunken temple full of danger and adventure, a lost artifact, and we are the valiant treasure hunters hot on the trail.
Listen, Wilbur, you did really well in Seastone, but this is different. Things could get really dangerous here. I prefer if you stayed out of this.
But...
I'll call you if I need you, okay?
But...
He's gonna hate me for that. But I'd rather have an insulted gnome to deal with than a dead one.
Go.
4 little alcoves positioned around the entrance. There are strange symbols under each alcove which I can't read. Under those are words in the old language. Creature of fire is how I translate that one. This alcove has creature of water written on it. Creature of the earth is written there. This is the alcove for the creature of air. The bee's nest is definitely inhabited. There are bees buzzing around all over the place and they're fighting the fire fairies for the nectar. The bee's nest is definitely inhabited. There are bees... I'm supposed to reach into the bee's nest and steal the honey while the bees are still in the nest. Forget it. I've also got nothing to put the honey in. Captain Bonnet can get water up from the sea with a bucket whilst the airship's still in flight. But I don't have a clue what he does with it after that. He certainly doesn't wash with it. Human ropes are so primitive. They get dirty, they rot, and they break. A snapped branch, presumably from one of the trees up there. Strange vegetation here. Normally these sorts of plants and trees are more likely to be found in the south. How did that fish get here? Maybe a seabird left it.
Or it was a flying fish.
Right.
They do exist. Grandad's squadron was called the Flying Hellfish.
I'll just take one bone. You never know when a small, sharp, curved thing might come in handy. A small, sharp and curved fish bone. Those are fire fairies. They're very rare. I haven't seen any for 200 years. Captain Bonnet? Are you quite sure that you're repairing that airship?
Sure. Why wouldn't I be?
It's raining breadcrumbs. Don't tell me that we took that detour yesterday solely to get your bread rolls.
What are you implying?
So it was just incompetence. I thought as much. Did you intend to throw the jar at my head? Hello? Oh. One of the paving stones is broken. You can see the earth under it. The earth is sucking the water up like a sponge. Something's moving in the earth. There are worms. The water's enticed them up. I'll take a few before they disappear again. I've tied the rope to the stick. I've tied the fishbone to the end of the string. That gives me a fully functional fishing rod. Hello, Cheep Cheep. Maybe you could help me to get at the honey in the bee's nest. Perhaps you could distract them. You can fly so much better than them. Quick, while Cheep Cheep's distracting the bees. There isn't much honey in the glass and it's covered in bits of honeycomb, but there's enough for a sandwich. I'd better not stand on that. Looks unsafe. This could work. The intellectual capacities of fairies are completely overrated. Come on, come on, lovely honey. I've gotcha. There's still a bit of water in the bucket, about a jarful. Hey, Wilbur, could you give me a hand?
Of course.
Can you catch a fish for me?
I never fished before. I'm from the mountains.
It's very simple and completely safe. Come here.
And now?
Now you cast the line and wait for a fish to bite.
I should...
Just throw it in. What the...
How do you know if a fish is bitten?
Oh,
One's bit!
that's great.
And now? What next?
You go and stand next to Cheep Cheep again. I'll call you if I need any more help.
Okay.
I'll put the fish into the bucket. At least it'll have a bit of water in there. Creature of the earth. Creature of fire is... This alcove... There's no doubt that the fish is a creature of water. I think one could call this little beastie a creature of fire. I'll place several creatures of the earth into the alcove. Hello, Cheep Cheep. You are the only thing missing. A creature of the air. Now come on, please, just sit in the alcove. There you are. No trap. However, the door isn't opening either. Perhaps one has to... Cheep! Hello? Cheep Cheep! Thank the gods you're okay. It can't have been that bad. Oh, very well, but not the whole lot in one go. See you, Cheep Cheep. You want to come?
Of course.
Okay, but keep behind me and don't touch anything. And what about Mr. Professional Treasure Hunter? Are you coming?
Well, there are still a few things to do on the ship here.
Really? Would you rather wait out here then and warn us if the Shades or that adorable bounty hunter appear?
On the other hand, you'd be completely stuck in that temple without me. And don't touch anything. If you see a precious stone anywhere, call me. It could be a trap.
If you're such an expert, shouldn't you be going ahead?
Not all traps can be seen in time. The expedition leader needs to keep safe.
Wilbur, stay well away from him if you value your life.
What? This temple is ancient. What could happen to you here? Shouldn't something unexpected happen now?
Enough messing around. We've got a job to do. Come on and stick close together.
Yeah, as close as possible, baby. Oh! Damn!
Oh, great. Stay calm. I'll think of something. Looks like it goes further into the temple there. I should be very careful. This adventurer's had it. Doesn't look like his machete helped him much. This door has no handle, no knob, and no lock. Just this crystal. Wow, that looks very promising. Only nothing else is happening. The alcoves have opened again. The worms, the fish, and the fairy have disappeared. The glass jar has remained in the alcove. I'll take that with me. The fish has disappeared along with the water, but the bucket still looks okay. It looks absolutely beautiful. The jelly glowfish are making the water glow with their bioluminescence. These jelly glowfish have presumably never seen a bipedal being. They're very trusting. I've tied the bucket to the rope. The jar with the jelly glowfish is in the bucket. Everything okay down there?
Oh, everything's hunky-dory.
I'm okay.
Hey, Wilbur, I'm sending a jelly glowfish down to you.
Thanks. Hey, there's symbols on this door.
What do they look like?
Something that looks like a snail with a long neck, a fish without a head, a sort of branch, and a star.
Well, that's all well and good, but could you throw the light down to me now? I can't see my hand in front of my face down here.
Sorry. What do you see?
A passage. No idea where it leads. Out of this hole, I hope.
My first sunken temple, and the first thing I do is run into a trap. This is so cool. I think this stone plate is a door. There's 4 symbols chiseled into it. Water things. A long-necked snail, a headless fish, a sort of branch, and a star.
4 stone rings with symbols on them, one above the other. They look like they could be turned. What sort of symbols were on Wilbur's door? Something looking like a snail with a long neck, a fish without a head, a branch and a star. That should be it.
The door's open, Ivor!
As I thought, things in the temple are controlled with these stone discs. Presumably one of the priest's little games. Open sesame! That kind of stuff.